Hello everyone, my name is Didi Agung and this is the text for the final exam. Ah, final. Ah. Hello everyone, this is text of the final exam in this semester and let me introduce myself. My name is Didi Agung and I am a student from Law Study Program. And this the scientific paper is the law is sharp down and blunt up, and the part is introduction, methods, and material, result, and discuss. So the introduction from Erosuroso. Law is a regulation made by those who are useless to regulate the life of a community that has regulation prohibits enforced by imposing sanction of those who violate them. This means this law exists as an effort to regulate a person behavior in order to avoid discrimination against the right and obligation of individuals or group. This is evidenced by the existence of section in the form of law to for the violator of the law. Then what will happen if a law which is expected to the umbrella of protection from acts of discrimination, in fact, because a means of discrimination that's so blatant in the face of society? This is what is happening at this time where the law seems sharp down and blunt up. Or it can be interpreted the law only benefit one party and harm the other party. Indonesia is a state of law that is enforced by law which is of the course concurrent and binding and applies to anyone. Is true with the current situation? Is it really concurrent on the binding on anyone, or just force and bind to the lower class? In the scientific papers, I use the methods and material is normative legal research. Normative legal research is research conducted by examining library materials or secondary data. In conducting the research, the author used the literature study method by conducting a document study of existing secondary data documents, and secondary data used in the research are books, journal, news, and laws and regulation. The result: law position in Indonesia. Law position is an understanding that where a legal subject on legal object is located. By having a position, legal subject and or legal objects can carry out action and authorities according to their status. In Latin terms, the legal position is called locus standi, which means a situation when a legal subject or legal object is deemed to meet the requirement to submit a request for settlement of a dispute that occurs. Law number 24 of 2003 concerning the Constitutional Court Article 51 paragraph 1 mention legal subjects who can submit application because they have a legal status, namely as follow. 1. Individual Indonesian citizen, the customary law community until is still alive and accordance with the development and principle of the unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia as regulated in the law. 3. Public or private legal entities. 5. State institution. Law number 24 of 2003 concerning the constitutional court's law position is a status position where a legal subject or legal object in place in order to have a function and purpose. Law situation in Indonesia. Indonesia is in chaotic condition, a crisis condition in various fields, including the legal field. The law, which is expecting to provide justice from the law situation in Indonesia. Indonesia is in chaotic condition, crisis condition in various fields, including the legal field. The law, which is expected to provide justice for the community, turns out to be opposite, and the effectiveness of the law enforcement only applies to small communities that commit petty crimes. Meanwhile, the perpetrators of the major crimes such as corruption, collusion, and nepotism, which are commonly called the white-collar criminals and are very difficult to touch. In this case, it takes courage of the community, a special law enforcement officer, to make breakthrough in resolving the case. The law that applies in society is that there are differences in social class. For people in the upward social stratification, it's clear that they get different treatment for people who have the downward social stratification. People who in relation to having a higher position or position have special treatment or special honor from people who come from ordinary family background or do not have position in society. This means that here the legal position in force, there is the indication that the treatment of law violator by law enforcement officer is unfair. Sharp law downwards and blunt law upwards. This phenomenon almost occurs in our area in this country in Indonesia. Discussion. The solution is that the government must dare to take decisive action such as maximizing the function of law enforcement officer and increased penalties of the corruption and the bribes recipient, as well as removing all individuals who are proven to have committed corruption and accepted bribes. And also all citizens are obligated to follow the Constitution Article 28d, paragraph 1, which reads, every person has the right to recognition to grant. All citizens are obligated to follow the Constitution Article 28d, paragraph 1, which reads, every person has the right to recognition of guarantees, protection, and fair legal certainty and the equal treatment before the law. Okay, thank you for the watching.